cold. It's
Very
winter.
cold.
It's almost Christmas. I called up Shannon and George. I told Shannon, get out of Tennessee because we're seeing Wonka. And then I had her drive 10 hours. No, just kidding. She came on
I was
her
in Tennessee for the last 10 days, and then I'm back up here for 3 days, and then we're going back down next week because it's so cold here. Michigan's cold in the winter. Tennessee's not as cold.
What was Tennessee temperature like?
55 during the day.
Oh, nice.
And
That's
sunny.
not bad.
You know, honestly, for a little bit while you were gone, it was 60 up here.
I was wearing a tank top down in Tennessee. It was, yeah. I'm a little jealous of your 60-degree day.
I was wearing shorts.
Well, tomorrow's going to be high 50s, 60s tomorrow. So
Oh, thank God.
I'm taking Stephanie out. We're probably going to go see the meteor shower.
That's really cool. That's fun.
I'm making her. I don't think she has a choice. I just...
Oh my gosh.
I'm kidnapping you for our wedding anniversary. 8 years. You watch. No, I'm just
You,
kidding.
you've been
it's your
married
wedding?
8 years?
Yeah.
Holy
It's your
cow.
wedding
That's a
anniversary?
long time.
And as my
That's
wife
awesome.
tells me, I get more handsome every day. So got that going for me.
It's all those cherry cokes.
It's all the
3
facial
gallons a
hair, I
day.
think. I think the grays are making me look wiser and more
I
handsome.
love those chocolates.
Chocolate! Alright, guys.
All right.
Welcome to Geekdom Movies. We are here to do a very special episode of Wonka. Is it just called Wonka?
It's called Wonka.
Wonka. I'm your host, Fahad Shatari. I am joined by Shannon Gibson, the legendary Disney princess who rules all of Disney. I'm joined by George Bogdan, the legendary flying pilot of, I don't know, of all the airs.
Azkaban? I don't know.
I don't know.
Place.
Of
Doesn't matter.
Genshin. He
Genshin,
collects
that
all the
sounds
characters. He's got to catch them all. We just got back from seeing Wonka with Timothy Chalamet. Chalamet. What is his name?
Chalamet.
No one knows how to pronounce it. It's like Benedict Cucumber Patch. Benadryl Cucumber Patch?
Joined by Benedict Cucumber Patch. He's coming out with a new vegetable garden, and he's going to be selling lots of cucumbers. So, sorry, we're in a really goofy mood. The movie was really good. You know, here's the thing. I came out of Wish so excited, going walking in, because as George and you both know, I enjoyed the soundtrack, and I was like, wow, that did not live up to my expectations of telling families and friends and people to get together during the Thanksgiving holiday to go see Wish, because I think you could wait. But here, I was surprisingly enchanted by the great Timothy Chalamet.
Chalamet. It's Chalamet. I just remembered.
He should come up with like a drink, like a wine or a
Chalamet champagne?
Yes!
Okay.
For New Year's. Just for
Yeah,
New Year's.
Okay.
Check out Chalamet.
We'll put a chocolate on it. You need chocolate
and you eat it
champagne.
with the chocolate.
Ooh.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
mix it in the drink. Oh, no, I'm getting weird. All right. The point is, I when people say, when you look at his age group, middle, young 20s. Well, now he might be 30. I don't actually know. But when people say his age group, who is the one that's like, who like really is going to be like the next Leonardo DiCaprio, or like somebody that just has range as an actor? Yeah, it's Timothy Chalamet. Like every time I see him on screen, I'm like, wow, like you are just so above everyone else in your age group.
He's
Like, I
really
can't-
phenomenal.
Yeah. Is it better than Gene Wilder's Charlie? No, of course not.
Nothing's
Is
gonna
it-
ever beat that one.
Is it great though? Yeah. It's whimsical. It's funny. It has great heart. Absolutely fantastic musical numbers.
I guess it's time to change the world.
This movie is just everything I want it to be. Yeah, I love the costume. Oh my god, the set. Like I'm literally looking at the city and like all the little details in this movie. I'm so glad we saw it in Dolby, because like it feels alive. Like the city, the colors, everything is just so well. It's like perfectly. It's like, it feels like a old, like, you know, I said this about what's that Steven Spielberg movie we saw? It's way more sad, but
The one about his family.
oh my god, no, not that one. The one before, the dancing and the music.
Oh, West Side Story.
West Side Story, where I was like, this feels like a classic film. I can say Wonka feels like a family classic film.
Yes, I appreciated that there was No politics, no woke nonsense. There wasn't anything like shoved in your face. It was just a family film that, you know,
Great characters, great story, great
Yeah.
art design, music design. Script was fantastic. The movie's long, but I wish it was longer because I love this world. I don't really give a crap. I could have been sitting in that theater for 3 hours, just completely mesmerized. I really love this movie. I can't say any more good things about it. I can't wait to watch it again. I really think this is the Christmas movie. I don't I don't know if there's any other family movie coming out for the whole family. I mean, I did love Huron.
Yeah, we didn't
but
really have any good Christmas movies this year.
yeah, not too much. This isn't really a Christmas movie, but it feels like a just something you would go with your family during the holiday season.
Yeah.
You know, taking your kids. This is it. I think this would be. I think from December to like January, like those holiday seasons, this movie is just gonna be. Families are just gonna be going in droves and watching it, and I can't disagree. I want to see it again. I would watch it with my niece and nephew. I think they would love it. It feels like we've been waiting 50 years for like a real Willy Wonka movie since Gene Wilder's, and I think everybody's been afraid to touch it. Then you get, of course, the great writers and director of Paddington 1 and 2, and as Nicolas Cage movie will tell you, this is the best movie ever made.
Paddington 2 is incredible.
Fucking told you.
So his writing skills, his imagination of the world is very, very alive, very touching. Feels like just a classic film that people are gonna watch for decades to come. I can't say enough good things about it. I'll save everything else for the spoilers because there's a lot to talk about this. But the trailers really did a good job of not giving anything away. There are some really like emotional moments that kind of hit that I was not expecting from this movie. Especially the ending. The ending really got me. I'm just gonna throw it over to Shannon now. Shannon, what are your thoughts?
Okay, well, I'm so glad that you liked it. First of all, I don't want to be a downer. I'm really excited for you that you liked it. I'm such a fan of the original. Like, that's one of my favorite movies. I just made Rob watch it the other night, the original Gene Wilder Willy Wonka. And for me, I feel like nothing's ever gonna top that.
This was never trying to top that.
Okay,
just
good.
so we're aware.
Like it can't and it won't.
No, and I think even the filmmakers were aware of that when they were making. They said they weren't trying to make a Willy. They were paying respect to the Charlie.
Paying respect.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I have some thoughts without going into spoilers. This Willy Wonka is not the Willy Wonka that's in the Gene Wilder movie.
No.
This is a different character.
Yes.
It's a different character altogether.
Yes.
He acts different. He talks different.
Yes.
It's a whole different
They couldn't get somebody.
character.
Well, okay. So the rule is when somebody Gene Wilder is playing Willy Wonka, you don't get somebody to impersonate Gene Wilder
No.
because you're gonna fail. You have to do
Something
different, something unique with an actor of a caliber that can pull off the whimsical in his own way.
It's exactly like what happened with Disney when they did the live action of Aladdin.
I was gonna say the same thing. Yeah.
You can't do Robin Williams. You get somebody
Exactly.
of high caliber who can do the genie in their own
Do
way.
their own
Yeah.
version of Willy Wonka.
I will
And
say Timothy Chalamet is better than
then
Will
freaking
Smith.
Johnny Depp.
No, well, that too. But what I'm
Oh.
saying is, I was just going off what George was saying, which is like he's doing a better job of playing Wonka than Will Smith did as the genie. Weird thing to say. There's not any connection. That's just how I feel about it. I don't know what else to tell you.
Yeah, so if you go, I didn't realize this was a musical going into it.
Making chocolate, of course.
Should have been obvious since the original is a musical. But if I had known it was a musical, I would have listened to the songs
Oh, I did.
ahead of time.
I
Because that always helps me. Whenever I watch a musical, I want to hear all of the songs like 15 times before I see the visuals. And I think for me, going into a musical blind, I never like it as much as I'm going to if I listen to the soundtrack.
Yeah.
So that, my opinion of that soundtrack might change, but I thought some of these songs kind of fell flat. I liked some of them. Some of them were really kind of catchy, and others were like a
You
little...
say that about every musical
I
we
do
watch.
say that about every musical, and then I go back and I listen to them, and then they get catchy.
Yeah.
Into the unknown. Okay.
Yes.
But so that's where I'm coming from. But that being said, set design amazing, costume designs
Whew.
amazing.
Yes.
The writing,
Oh,
they had some
yes.
fun writing. There was
Yes.
some good wordplay that I thought. The way they handled the Oompa Loompas worked for me.
Oompa Loompa.
Did
just
not
one.
work for me in the Johnny Depp version. I thought they
I don't
butchered.
even. Isn't some small
Oh.
Indian guy?
This worked for me better in this movie, and it was just a good family film with no
It's-
woke nonsense. I would totally let my kids watch it if I had kids.
Yeah, yeah. I think you'll. It's a movie that's when you see it, you're like, I need to watch this again to really
Probably.
get
To
everything.
get all of it.
Yeah,
And it was creative, and it was an imaginative. I really want a Chocolate Factory travel case now.
Do you think there's another movie that the families should go see this holiday season?
No.
So
I
probably
mean, Wish was okay.
I would tell them not to. Honestly,
Okay.
I'm. If you had to pick between Wish or this, I'm picking this.
But
Maybe-
my opinion will change when I listen to the soundtrack again.
But you did enjoy it, and families should go see it. How about that?
Yeah, there was some really good stuff in here, and if you're a family with kids, you're gonna love it. The kids are gonna love it.
George, I'm throwing over to you.
One of the main things that I gauge a movie with is how deep it can hook me emotionally.
Mm-hmm.
This movie had me hooked.
From the moment
From
the first scene.
almost, honestly, yeah, basically
Yeah.
from the first scene.
We were vibing. I was looking at you. You were
Yeah,
looking at me. We were like,
absolutely.
Are we in this? Yeah, we're in this.
I went into this movie with rather low expectations.
Absolutely.
Because, I mean, I'd seen all the trailers too many times. Way too many times. I've seen them everywhere. I've seen them on YouTube. I've seen them on Snapchat. I've seen them on, Facebook. I've seen just everywhere. It was getting annoying. So, walking into this movie, I was slightly annoyed by it already. But then, the first scene right off the get-go, it's a musical scene. So, oh my goodness. Just, his singing voice is so rich and just, soothing. Just fun to listen to.
He's a good singer.
Oh my
Surprisingly, has Timothy Chalamet sung before?
I don't think so.
Yeah, from the very get-go, phenomenal. I love the music. Music was amazing. And then it gets further into the movie, and then there's comedic aspects. And I was like, oh, I'm sure that all of the comedic
Yeah.
aspects of it were in the trailer. No. Thank goodness. No. No, this was phenomenal. It was a rather long movie. It was so visually stimulating and just
Yeah.
so
I would-
enjoyable
I'm putting-
to
I'm
listen
telling-
to.
It's
was
been a tough
phenomenal.
year, but I think both of us might put this in our top 10, I feel like.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. And the emotional parts of it, oh my goodness.
The
I was
ending,
nearly
man. Yeah.
I was nearly crying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Tears welling up and everything.
Oh.
It was right there. So yes, I would have to say this movie, wow. I really liked it. Golden popcorn for me.
Yeah, I think I'll just say this, Shannon. Listen, here's the thing about Shannon. She needs to rewatch every musical,
Yes,
and then she tells us it's great.
it's
so,
true.
Unfortunately, that's where
I
we're
gotta be
at
able
with
to
Shannon.
sing along. If it's a musical, I want to know the songs.
Sometimes it's okay to just watch a musical and let it be a musical.
I did. It was fine.
Okay.
I know I'll enjoy it more the second time.
All right,
That's
so many of us are saying Golden Popcorn. Shannon will probably have to see it again to maybe get to that level.
Possible golden popcorn.
A possible in the future, but I'm pretty much gonna say it.
Well,
Knowing Shannon for the last 2019, 2021, 5 years since we've been doing this, gonna end up. I just know you.
well, I will say the song that I was most super excited for and that brought the movie back together was the Imagination song, which is the only one that I knew
Well, yeah,
because it's the only one that's not a new song. So
yeah.
once that song was on, I thought it was great.
I didn't know that song.
I didn't know that song.
You
I
didn't know the Imagination song?
No.
What? You
No,
guys have
and we
never
still
seen the
loved it.
original?
When I was 12, very young, when I saw Gene Wilder's. I've seen it.
There's a whole Glee episode about it. It's the best
I haven't seen
song
Glee.
ever.
so
I
it
don't
doesn't-
watch Glee.
You guys
Yeah.
are so
No, I've
behind.
seen Charlie and the Chocolate Factory a long time ago.
But you didn't know that song.
Middle school, high school, something like that. But yeah, from trying to remember, what am I, almost 40 now?
Oh
30
my
years.
Gosh, are you that old?
I'm 39, yes. I'm coming up on my 40.
Wow.
I know, I'm actually kind of having a midlife crisis about it. That's another discussion for another time. But what was I saying? Yeah, like I remember watching. I mean, I love the Gene Wilder movie. The crazy boat ride was always like, what's happening right now? Should be on drugs. I love Gene Wilder's movie, but I saw it as a kid, and I have no reason to revisit it as an adult. Until now, because I really love this movie. Now it's got my piquing my interest to be more into this world. I know it's different. I'm not saying. Anyways, the point is, yeah, I haven't seen Gene Wilder's in real life, so I didn't even know that. Like George was saying, that song was from the original.
The original was interesting because it was super low budget. They didn't have really any money to make it, but they like pulled together something that was so special and magical, and it totally flopped at the box office. But then it became this like cult classic that everybody
flopped?
It totally flopped at the box. The studio wouldn't give them any money.
Why?
And it totally flopped at the box office, and it it exploded. Like a couple years later, like now it's a cult classic.
On home video.
Mm-hmm. In like, well, it was the 70s, so I don't know if they had home video.
No,
yet.
but probably reruns on TV
yeah.
in the 80s when it probably came on VHS eventually.
Yeah, people love that one.
All right, so we have talked a lot in the non-spoiler. Let's head to our spoiler discussion. Now, if you haven't seen this movie, go check it out and come back. And if you don't care about spoilers, maybe you want to hear what the spoilers are before you decide to go see it, hey, welcome. Join us. So yeah, spoiler discussion. I really love the little girl's backstory. I did not see that coming. You missed a really good scene. Explain.
I had to get up and make a phone call that was really important.
What do you remember? What did you remember from her backstory? She was an orphanage.
She was an orphan. She got thrown down a laundry chute by the black guy. The Z was really an N, or the N was really a Z, and she found her mom later.
Okay.
What did I miss?
So after that, you missed the Mr. Bean scene with the church.
Oh,
there was a funeral that was
Mr.
supposed.
Bean.
So it was like a heist, Ocean's 11, I would say, kind of a scene where like they released the giraffe in the church.
Oh, really?
They slipped some of those mints into his pockets so the giraffe would chase him.
Yeah,
oh, that's kind of funny.
And then like he was running around when he called the police or like tried to get a hold of the police station. The girl who said she was a call center lady, she was working in the call center and like switched it over to them instead of the police station. So they came in and like through the church to get underground into the chute or whatever, to the massive chocolate or whatever it is. Yeah, it was just really good. There's just some really funny scenes with Mr. Bean running around.
By the way,
yeah,
I know how I want to die. I want a death by chocolate. That was pretty good. They were dying, but I was like, they're dying in a vat of chocolate. I mean,
have you almost drowned by chance?
I don't want to drown.
Okay then,
because
I'm like, I almost drowned and my chest burned for like 3 days.
When did you almost drown?
I was like a baby. Kid, yeah.
Geez.
I fell into the high end of the pool and I couldn't get out, and
Ooh.
water. Yeah, and my eyes hurt. My lungs were just on fire. Yeah, don't recommend.
Oh, I have drowning nightmares constantly because I was a lifeguard, but it's usually the other person drowning and I save them.
Yeah, it's
but
yeah.
Death by chocolate, but from eating too much chocolate, like
that I'll take over drowning. Yes,
from Key in this movie.
Yeah, maybe
he was great. Was it Key or Peel? I think it was Key.
I don't know. I literally couldn't tell you.
I was laughing.
I've seen Key and Peele like a million times, and I still couldn't tell you which one he was.
I thought it was funny that he was getting like every
fatter
scene
and fatter
he was
every
eating more
scene.
and more
chocolate. Because they kept like giving him more chocolate to like do undercover
and
like illegal
fattening
stuff.
him up, and he was like, "I gained 300 pounds this month."
Yeah, that was really funny.
Just wait for the woke mob to be like, that was obesity shaming or something. But you eat chocolate, you gain weight. Sorry, like that's what happens.
I don't know. I mean, obesity is an issue. If they're gonna attack, well, what do woke say? Are they saying like don't be obese?
Body shaming.
Well, that's don't make fun of fat people, of course.
Well, that's what the movie was doing.
That's what the movie was doing.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay, because this movie kind of goes back to like classic Hollywood musical storytelling, and it kind of went back in time like 30 years, and it was kind of nice.
I love his backstory with his mom. I love that actress too. She was great in the creepiest movie I've ever seen. It's the one where she falls in love with the sea monster. What was it called?
Oh,
that's right.
Strange Tides. No, what's it called? The one with the fish.
Yeah.
The upside down sea monster love story.
Yeah.
50 Shades of Sea Monsters? Just kidding.
I mean, you're not
The one
probably...
where it's like a
Gosh,
Area 51.
okay.
50 Waves of Grey.
It won Best Picture. That's all I can tell you. It won Best Picture. It's really weird.
I remember watching it because of that.
Yeah, and I mean, I liked it. It's definitely...
It was a
I was
weird and
I was
kinda cool
uncomfortable.
movie.
Yeah, like I was uncomfortable watching it, but
Yeah.
I was definitely entertained by it. I think for Shannon to be like Midsummer, it's like, why do I like this movie? It's
Yeah.
like that. You're like watching it, and you're like, why am I watching this, and why can't I turn it off? And why do I
Mhm.
like it? Like you have like a little
Love
like
Midsommar.
philosophical debate in your head while you watch it. Like,
Should I be watching this?
should I
Wait,
be? Yeah,
This is so interesting.
yeah.
Oh, wait,
But
what's happening
disturbing,
now?
too.
I need
It's
to know
like-
more.
It's a lot like, oh, you know, it's a good comparison. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. You're watching
I love
every.
that movie.
I watch it. Oh my god! Like that Oscar season last year was so magical.
In
Just
another life, I would have liked washing dishes with you.
Ah!
That movie killed
know,
me. I loved that
I
movie.
gotta rewatch that movie again.
Oh, yeah,
I've only seen
I
it
need to
once,
also.
Good.
and I'm like, oh, it's so great. And then I like never watch it again. Has Emily seen it?
Yeah, I don't think she has.
Has Rob seen it?
Yeah, he saw it with me.
Ah,
But he wouldn't remember. He needs to
Excuse.
watch it again.
I
We need a.
I need an
we
excuse
need
to
a
rewatch
movie
it.
night.
Yeah, yeah. Anyways, long story short, this movie. What the hell were we talking about? Oh, the actress from that movie is in this movie. That's where we were at.
Mhm.
Yeah, I really felt those moments about her mom. I really felt the moment with her mom, the little girl's mom. All those
Oh, yeah.
all those emotional, I think you're right. Those emotional moments hit, man. And that's all I really want. Is those emotional moments.
My biggest takeaway was it really made me want to watch both the original 1980s Annie and the 1990s Annie like 5 times this week.
Dude, how many Annies are there?
There's 3.
So which one was the Jamie Foxx, Cameron Diaz
There's
one?
actually 4, but one of them is so bad that it doesn't count.
Wasn't that the last one with Jamie Foxx?
No.
No, so there's the 1980s is the original. Well,
Okay.
first it was a cartoon in the 20s, then it was a Broadway show, then it became a movie. So the 1980s movie is really, really good.
It was a great movie. Go see it. I'm still excited for Aquaman 2. It looks visually great.
Visually, yeah. Mhm.
I feel like it's like the budget should have been what Little Mermaid should have gotten in some ways.
Oh, Little Mermaid was cute. I liked it.
We're gonna finish up our review because we've gone. If you're watching this and you've enjoyed our random thoughts for the night, after I don't think we even did many spoilers.
No.
Okay, how about this? Before we close off, did anybody else have anything to add that stuck out for the spoilers?
That's not. Well, the fact that except that it really felt like a drug cartel movie for kids.
It's like it basically is a cartel movie for the kids.
It is. It's like a chocolate mafia movie for children.
I shouldn't have looked up the script for Wonka 2. It's like, oh.
Is there a script already?
Don't you dare tell us. Don't you dare tell us.
It's not really that much of a spoiler, so I'll say it.
I feel like
Okay.
we've all seen that movie already.
So in Wonka 2, the story goes, where are they getting the cocoa beans from for the chocolate? The cartel.
The Oompa Loompa.
Yeah, the Oompa Loompa
No,
Land.
there's a cartel.
Oh,
That
where
is
the
doing-
cartel gets it.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
So the movie is
okay.
like those guys learn that Wonka has taken out the cartel, which hurts their economy in a different country. So they come after Wonka, preventing him from building the
Factory.
like his shop. They try to bring him a shop, but they also tried to burn down his factory when he's trying to make it. And then I think what's gonna happen is, this is just a guess because where the story is going in my head. Once I learned that, I was like, oh, he's like Hugh Grant's Oompa Loompa is gonna go to the land of Oompa Loompa and say, hey, this guy took our chocolate and actually made it great, and you'll love it even more than whatever you're eating off that stupid tree. And they're gonna be like, what? Like they're all gonna come and they're gonna help build that factory.
Perfect.
So here's a fun fact about Willy Wonka World. There is a sequel to the original Roald Dahl book called Charlie and the Great Glass Elevator. So there's a sequel right there that they could make.
Is it good?
Debatable. I haven't read it. All these
Because you're
movie
making it
studios-
sound like everyone in Hollywood read it and be like, oh, we can't make this. No,
But
no.
like they don't care if a book is good. They just care that they have something to work with, and then
but
they'll
is
make
it
it
good?
I don't know. I haven't read it, but it doesn't matter because all these movie studios have tried to get their hands on it, and Roald Dahl's family won't let them have it.
Why?
Because Roald Dahl hated the original Gene Wilder movie and wouldn't give away the rights for the Green Grass. the Great
Why?
Glass
I haven't read
Elevator.
the book, but why?
Well, first of all, Roald Dahl was a spy. Did you know that?
Yes, I have seen. Everybody think I've seen the Comedy Central Will Ferrell playing him as Roald Dahl, the greatest spy.
Wait, I haven't seen that.
All right.
Anyways, we're gonna turn this off so I can show Shannon this because she has to watch it. So we'll catch you guys next time. Happy Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy New Year's. I don't know what we're watching next.
Adios.
We will catch you next time. Actually, there's something coming out that's big. Aquaman 2.
Right
There's
here.
Aquaman,
on
there's
Geekdom
Migration.
Movies.
Migration!